this morning? Hi, Mum, Glenda. Lovely to see you. Okay, all right. I'm in a bit of a fuddle because I appear to have lost 2 dies, which I was hoping to use today. And I don't know whether they've got thrown in the bin or whether they haven't. So I don't know. I did know my cat got on the bench on my table the other day and knocked everything over, but I've checked the floor and I can't find it. So I don't know. But anyway, I'll have a look for them later. I'll just fussy cut for now. That'll work. Alrighty, my name's Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on the Fraser Coast of Queensland, Australia. Hi Marlene, how are you this morning? Okay, my hair's going to go everywhere. I've got a hairdresser this afternoon, which is really nice. So there's a few things happening with Stampin' Up. There's a card making class coming up in January, which when you purchase it, you get all the instructions and you get everything that you need to do the kit. I believe it's around about the 22nd of next month. So that might be worthwhile looking at if anybody's interested in doing that. So, yeah. All right. So this morning I've decided that it makes me flustered when I can't find things. And plus the fact that I've just sort of moved into this room, so it's easy to lose things, very easy. The ones I've lost are the ones that cut out this flower here and this flower here. Not that we're doing that card today, but anyway, I still needed them to decorate it, but it's all good. I've just told my husband I probably need to go through the recycle bin outside. That'll be fun. That will be so much fun. But so I'm just having a look where else I could have put them, but not there, so don't worry about it, Lorraine. All good. Alrighty, so today I'm going to use one of the new packs that will be coming out in January. I'm a bit over the whole Christmas card thing now. I don't really want to make any more, so I don't think I have any more to make, so that's good too. And I should have let me tie this hair back because it's annoying me this morning. Sorry, everybody. I don't expect you to sit and watch me do this. Oh, it's not going to go back anyway. All right. Tuck it behind the ears. Okay. So let's see where we're going from here. I think I'll go straight down to the desk. Everything is... Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look at some of the colours in this gorgeous suite. So let me pull this out. So as I said, this one is called Splash of Sparkles, and it's your 12 by 12 DSP. Now, I hope you can see that. It looks like there's a glare to me, but hopefully there's not. So we have the beautiful colours with the gold through them. And then on the flip side, we have those. So they're really nice colours. This one has the flecks of gold through it with the Timid Tiger on the back. Then we have the Timid Tiger there. Look at that. Won't that go beautifully together? And then we have the squares on the back. And then we have, this is the piece that I'm using today. I think it's Balmy Blue, Pretty in Pink. And I think in here there's some other pink. I'll read out the colours in a minute. So here we have another one. This one has I don't know if I can pick it up. There it is. The holographic colours. Hi, Kerry. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. So that has the lovely holographic colours and the stripes on the back. And then this one too is holographic. And it has very delicate colours on the back. Okay, so beautiful colours in this one. It was the colours that sort of made me want to get it. And I'll tell you what colours there are in just a minute. This fan is now blowing in my face. Okay, let's have a look-see. Might stick that on the back, actually. So we have Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Highland Heather, Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Shaded Spruce, Timid Tiger, Gold, and Holographic. Hi, Roz. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Okay, so that's the colours of that set of designer series paper. So what I've pulled out this morning to do is this one here, which has got the holographic on it, and it's got the beautiful blue. So I've brought out Balmy Blue and Pretty in Pink. So both of those match really nicely with that. Not sure what I'm going to use or how. So I'm either going to use the pink or the blue. So that's where you guys come in. So we use pink or we use blue. So if you want to have a quick think about that, which you think we should use, then I'll go with that. Okay. I'm also using, well, I am using, even though I can't find the dies, the Petals of Beauty dies. I'm using the Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. Now, this is another one that's coming out in January. Okay, so oh dear, I wish I could say that, Roz. Yeah, so that is what I'm using today. And the card I'm doing comes from, it's one that I looked at from Evasions Creatives. Okay, so I am going to need a piece of white. So I have got white here, and I've been playing with the stamps. So we're going to use some of these. So this is the pink with the Balmy Blue. This is the pink with, what do you call it? Secret Sea. Well, I'll be using, that's a good point, actually, Kerry. Only 2 more weeks that you can say that. Oh my goodness. Mine retired first, and so yeah. This is the Pretty in Pink with the Berry Burst. I've done 2 of those, and this is the Pretty in Pink with Pretty Peacock. So yeah, just been having a bit of a play. What color am I going to use? Well, I was sort of hoping to, if I use the pink, I should use the blue. You were playing with those stamps. Yeah, I did the, when I did the class with Linda, we used them. And usually I just put everything away, but clearly I didn't because it's not in there unless I've put it into one of the other packets, which could quite easily have happened. So yeah, I suppose if I'm using the pink, I should use the blue, and if I'm using the blue, I should use the pink. So I'm going to probably go more pink. So we'll use the blue, shall we? Do you think, or do you want to use the pink? Pink on pink's a bit much. Let's do pink on blue. What do we think? I just love it. I think it's so pretty. I mean, I was sort of hoping to, but looking at the sizes I need to cut, I'm not going to. Actually, I could use both papers because I need a card blank And then I need 2 other pieces. So maybe I'll do the card blank in the pink. This is only for a small piece, to be honest. This is only for a piece that is 10.4 by 13.4 centimeters. And then I'll use another piece which goes on. There's a belly band on this one. So let me think. So I'm going to do the base in blue, and I'm going to cut this for that. Okay, let me do the base in pink. Let's just do it. Otherwise, I'll be here forever trying to work out what colors I want to use. If I hadn't spent 20 minutes trying to find Hi, Suzanne. Does anyone else have an echo? If they do, it's because I've got my other computer on. Let me go check. No echo, Kerry? Okay. Hi, Holly. How are you? No, not there? Okay, that's great. I thought it might have been I'd left the other computer on, but I haven't. So that's okay. And so I'm going to do the card base first, and it is 28 centimeters by 11. So let me get that cut. So 28. I'm definitely going to have to sort something out about this fan, I can tell you. 28 by 11. Okay, so and what we're going to do, we're going to fold this in half like this. So it is a tent fold, and as everybody knows, they're not my favorite, but hey, I didn't have time to work it out as another one, so I'll make the tent fold for today. So that's what I'm going to have for my base. Now, what I do need is 2 pieces of 9.4 by 9.4. So I might do those in the blue. Actually, I cut some of the blue down here. So let me see. 9 centimeters by 4. No, Ray. 9.4. Okay, 9.1234 by 9.4. And I need 2 of these. Okay, so I've got the 2 of those. Now what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to get rid of that for a start. And then I'm just going to put these with the corners into the channel there. And I'm going to bring that up. Hope they're still in there. And I'm just going to diagonally score these 2. like so. Hi, Sue. How are you? Hi, Holly. Did I say hi to Holly? I can't remember. My chat didn't move down. Okay, so that's what we've got now. So we've got this piece and we've got these two pieces. These two pieces here, I'm going to put through the embossing folder, and I'll do that now so that they're done. And I will be using it afterwards as well. So this is actually a 3D embossing folder. So all we need is the number 1 plate and the specialty plate. Unfortunately, I can only put one through at once because I'm hoping I'm still going to be able to see that score line when I'm finished. But I know where it is. So there's one. I love this new. It's called Stone and Vine, and it is so pretty. Look at it. It's really lovely. Let me put this other one through. And there's the other one. It's so deep. The embossing on it is really deep, which is lovely. Yeah, I do too, Roz. All good here. Things are getting sorted nicely. So, okay, I can actually feel that that paper is now softer because of the embossing. No, this one's available in January, Holly. So let me see where I did that line. I did it there. So now I'm just going to fold these in half like this. And there's the line there. I can only just see it. But yes, I could. I just want that to be flattened a little bit. Like that. All right, so that is that for now. And I'll cut some other pieces afterwards. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach these pieces to the inside of the card like that, so that when they're both attached, it has made such a difference to the thickness of this card. It really has. Once they're attached, this is going to come down here, and then they will fold over each side like that. So we're going to have that lovely pattern showing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the old glue out. Yeah, this is one of the new ones. It is adorable. And I'm going to make sure I put a reasonable amount of glue on because, like I said, it is deep. So I'm just going to pop this along there like so. Okay, so that's the first one. Good morning, Mum. I spoke to you before and you've gone on to Facebook. Hi, Daryl. How are you this morning? Okay, so now I'm going to put this one on as well. And it's funny because I know that I want a lot of glue, but then I don't want to have it squelching everywhere. It doesn't matter so much on the bottom because we are going to cover it. Okay, so now we've got that there. And that's our two pieces that come over. Okay, that come over like that. And they cross in the middle. So basically we're going to have both colours. Oh, you're in the kitchen now. Okay, all right. Depends on which computer Mum's on as to whether she comes on to Facebook or whether she comes on to YouTube. If she's in the kitchen area, then she comes on to Facebook. So yes, she is there. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Now, I want a piece of paper that's going to fit on here. So that piece is going to be 10.4 by 13.4, all these 0.4s. So now what I need to do is put that to one side a minute and see where we're going to get the best. So I'm thinking maybe the pink part. So 10.4 is going to give us this by 13.4. So or we can use this end. No, we can't because both of those are going to give us the. Let's go. So if we go, let's do the 13.4, which is there. So I'm just going to have to cut this straight down like that. And then we do the 10.4. So this is where we get the choice. I can either have it, I think we'll do it here with the pink so that we get that holographic section like that. Although it probably would have been nice on the blue, but we've got that like that. Hi, Siobhan, how are you? What have you been cooking? Oh, decorated Christmas cookies. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of cookies. What I'm going to do, I'm also going to do it this, but we don't have as much of the colour this side, and I think it's going to, no, we're leaving it as it is. So that piece, hang on, where does that go? That goes on to the front like that. So that gives us that lovely bit of holographic paper on there. I'm just making sure I've got that in the right place. Yes, I do. Okay, so we can stick that on there. Until the next time. Until the next time, Daryl. See, it's even got a really pretty pink on the other side. Isn't that pretty? It's very pale. But I actually wanted the holographic. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a bit of glue around here. And I'm going to put that on the front with that little bit of a gap around it. So then we still have the blue, this one here, I'll tell you. There we go. We still have that little bit there. Now I want a white piece to cover up the inside. So again, I want a 10.4 by 13.4. So let's go 13.4 by 10.4. That doesn't look right to me. That looks too square. What size was that other piece? 10.4 by 13.4. What am I doing? I'm doing something wrong. 10.4. Aha, 13.4. Let's do it this way. And then 10.4. I knew it didn't look right. There we go. Hi Leslie, how are you today? Good to see you. Now this piece is going to go in here and cover up that there. And that's also going to be our area for writing our messages, etc., etc. So it's just going to sit in there like that. Okay, so before I do that, I just want to do some stamping, and I think I've got to choose which set of colors that I think will go best. And I'm thinking probably, let's have a look. Where's the other piece? There we go. So what I have here is the different colors. So this one here is pretty in pink and berry burst. This one is pretty in pink and secret sea. This one's pretty in pink and pool party. Oh, have you noticed how they all... And this one here is pretty in pink and pretty peacock. Okay, does anyone have any preferences on those? Personally, I like the pretty in pink and the berry burst, or the pretty in pink and secret sea. The pool party doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Not as bad as I thought it would. But they're my favorites. That one's the same as that one. That's why I didn't. So what do we think? What do we think? So while we're deciding those, I could actually cut. So whatever it is we're having pretty in pink, it's just a question of what color we're putting with it. Now I do have to cut the belly band. See if I've got any white up here. Have I? No, that's just paper. With the berry burst. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. So I'll do that bit. Now that we've chosen that, I can cut it before I can stamp it. So this is just going on the inside. So this is just going to be so this is the pretty in pink. So I'm just going to put it there. Now this is the base one, and I'm going to put it there. Okay, and now I'm going to change up and use the berry burst. Do this one. Sure we've got plenty of ink. Right, and then just going to put this over the top of there, turn it around. Okay, so that gives us those little flowers and plenty of room for us to write a message. Let's get rid of that. And now I can pop that on the inside here. The stamp set is Petals of Beauty. It is easy. So there's one petal I'll show you in a minute, which is what we were showing the other week, which makes it so much easier. There's one petal. Stick that in there like that. There we go. Where's the stamp? This petal here, this long elongated one here, and you can see the same one on here. And as long as you know where you've put that one, then that one will go just as easily. And I'm not particularly good at lining them up, I'll be honest. So for me to, so this was the colors that we used. This was the colors that we used when we did the one with Linda. And then after that, I was playing around with some different colors and I did this one. Okay, so I do like that. Now, so now we have an area where we can write our message and what have you, and then we can pull this across like this. And what I do want to do is push that down, and I also want to redo this. Now, as much as that is a beautiful, as much as it's a beautiful embossing folder, it really does stretch. It really does stretch the card. Okay, I can see some areas where if I hold it up to the light, it's almost gone through. Almost. It hasn't, but it almost has. All right, so then we've got that. So now, let me just clean those off. I'm hoping. I told my husband that I had to look through the bin, so maybe he's looking. I bet he's not, though. He'll say, your fault, you lost them. Let me just clean these off. I think this thing needs to be rinsed out soon too. Okay. Belly band. So what have I got? Let me do the belly band in the pink, and maybe that might work. So we're going to use the other side of what we've used. So if I cut the belly band out of pink, so it needs to be 5 by 25. Yeah, 5 by 25. So let's go out here and do our 25 centimeters, which is there. And then we need it 5 centimeters wide. And then when we use this one, so we're going to use some of the blue part. Is it 25? No, we're not going to get it out of there at all. Okay, so we have to go. I want more of the blue. So So we've got to have it 25 centimeters, which is there. It's going to be 4 centimeters, so I'm going to cut that first so that I don't waste. So we're going to get a bit of both colors in here. And then this is going to be, I'll cut some of that one off this time, 25. And this is going to stick straight through the middle here, leaving a bit of a... They are lovely colours, aren't they? And these are the sort of colours I like. I'm very much into these sorts of colours. So I'll pop that on there like that. So now we've got both colours incorporated because we're going to see both colours when we put this round. So there's our belly band. And it's going to go... I like to bring mine round and sort of join it at the front so that I know. That's going to come around like that, leaving it relatively loose so that it's going to slide in and out without too much bother. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to make a small mark just inside of there. And this is where I'm going to put the glue. Actually, it probably would have been a better idea, a bit late now, Lorraine, to use tear and tape. Line that up so that it's all good. All right, so that is the belly band that is going to go across there. And yeah, okay, I can see what's happened there. Come out. I'll just leave that to dry for a minute. So while we're doing that, what I want to do is I want to grab the Stylish Shapes. That's Spotlight on Nature, I should say, sorry. And I'm going to cut a circle in that size. Now here we go again. We choose between pink and blue. It's also going to be put through the embossing machine as well. So let me think what I'm going to go with, the pink or the blue. I haven't got enough blue there to cut. No, I have to cut another piece. So we could do it with the pink, or we could, what's going to happen is it's going to sit on here. So maybe the blue. I'm thinking the blue. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Good to see you. Sorry, I didn't see you pop in. Now I'm just going to cut this out. Go. So we've got, let's see if that is what we want. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to, oh yeah, I think so. I think the blue. Yeah. And now I'm just going to pop that blue that circle through the embossing folder. It's just to keep it in line with everything else that we've got there. And then we've got that. So now that will sit on the front of there. And I think what I'll do, I don't want to cover all of that, but I'm just wondering whether I should put a piece of pink in the middle, which I may do. We'll cut one and see whether we like it or not, but I'm not going to emboss it. Just to give it that little bit of that's going to cover up a lot of that embossing. Let's have a look at the next one down. That one still shows it. We'll see. Just cut it as normal. Oh. I was going to do that out of the pink. We can decide whether we're going to use this or not after. The little bits out. So I think with that we're keeping in with the colours. Thanks, Holly. Oh, that's good to hear, Tanya. Really good to hear. All right, I'm going to pop that onto there, and I'm going to decide whether I'm going to, and then because I can't find my dies, I'm going to fussy cut quickly a couple of these. That's if I can find my scissors, which will be under all this here somewhere. And I do not want to try fussy cutting with those huge ones. Oh, here we go. I'm assuming I'm still there. Oh my goodness, where have I gone? Ah! There we go. Sorry, I lost you. Alrighty, so, yeah, I was looking for scissors, wasn't I? That's what I was doing amongst my mess here. Let me have a little look. Can't see them. All right. Here they are. So what I was going to do was I was just going to fussy cut a couple of these, and then They won't take long. And then I'll do some greenery. Sure yet. Maybe the greenery in, hard to know, putting another colour in here because we've sort of got into this colour scheme, haven't we? So there's one. And here's a second one. Just wondering whether I might, if I need 3, which I might do, I have to use one of the others. So what I'll do is I'll use the one with Secret Sea because it's very different. And I actually like that one as well. So there's that one, and I will do the one with Secret Sea. I don't mind the pool party one, but it seems to be too faded out for me. It was quite good when I first did it. It was quite bright, and then it settled, and I wasn't quite so impressed with it. Gear off. So I was watching another lady last night. I can't remember, the Yorkshire something she was. And she did the most amazing card using masks. And I really want to have more of a go with that because it's really cool. It really is. Okay, so let me put that there. Let me put these away before I lose them. So we've got that. We've got that. I just want some greenery now, and I'm thinking that possibly some of these cut out and some. So that's a nice one to cut out. That's a pretty one. I might just use those for now because I just want the longer ones. So this one is going to cut solid. So let me use, here we go. I'm going to pick a green I've never got. Maybe I have today. Just maybe. Let me cut one of these. Okay, so we've got that. I might do another one of those actually. Yeah, so I can always use them for something else if I don't use them for this. And there's another one. I'll just do a couple of the other ones, which I might do. I wish we had some holographic paper because I think it would look really good in that. This one's a bit darker green. So I think that is Mossy Meadow. No. This is Mossy Meadow. That is Old Olive. So this piece wasn't quite long enough, but it's done the trick. This gives us a very fine piece. And we will just play for a minute with this. So I'm going to use dimensionals to put that up. So where are the dimensionals? Yeah. So I only want to put a couple in the middle because I'm going to want to stick stuff underneath. Let's put a couple there like that. In actual fact, if I have a look at it, 2, maybe 3, and then pop a couple of those up on there. Ooh, do I want one of each? Do the 3. That actually looks quite good, I think. Just putting it like that. All right, let's see. I'm not going to take those off yet. So, well, maybe I should. So pop one of these under there like that. And then these 2, I sort of want on the top more like that. So let me stick those down. Gold, I could do one in gold. Do you want... I think if I was going to do it, because it's holographic, it's more silver. But I think I might just leave it at the greens for now. Okay. We'll see how we go. I can always stick another one in afterwards if I want to. See, there's another little leaf thing here, which is slightly different. Let's put that one under. You know what I've done? I've sort of stuck that down there now, haven't I? So we'll pop that one there. And then with these, I'm just going to pop a dimensional under them. So 1, 2, and 3. So this one, I don't want you sticking yet, but you're going to, aren't you? This one I'm going to pop there like that. And this one probably down there. And then this one I might put a double on. This is going to make it rather high. But anyway, and pop it up there. Okay, so what have we got? So if I put that on the belly band now, that is what I've got. And do I like it? I'll put that there. And I do think we need something different in there. So maybe I'll go... Let me see what I've got in the silver. I think the silver will work better with with that. And I'm just going to do this top bit of this. It's awkward to put that other colour in, really, isn't it? When we already have. Hi, Kim. What have I just sat on? I've just sat on something that doesn't feel right. Oh. It's a packet. Okay, so we missed that top leaf there, but we can put one more in there. This one needs chopping. And I want to chop it there. What do we think? Let's take this off for a minute. Oops. That one didn't stick double because I didn't. Okay, maybe, if we take this one out, because that made it really green. You've got to love it, haven't you, when you decide after you've stuck it all down. And then maybe we can just pop this silver one. Does that sort of help? Having that one there. Maybe we shouldn't have the green at all. No, we've got to have the green. Let's put that there like that. We can still see the green underneath. These are now going to need new dimensionals on. That's 1 and 2. So I'll put that one. And that one. Just wondering whether we need this one. What do you reckon, the 2 or the 3? Oh, here we go. Something else popping up now. Bye, Daryl. Okay, Daryl. Yeah, it probably does look quite gold on the camera. It's actually, I don't know. When you look at it one way, it's silver, and when you look at it another way, it's gold. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. I'm just wondering whether I need this third flower or not. I don't think I do. I'm just going to leave it with the 2. All right, so here we go with the belly band, and then we're nearly done. Well, we are done. Okay, so we can pop the belly band on like that. Now, some dimensionals. And this is where I'm going to be a bit stuck. I love these ones here. I can't remember what they're called though. What are these? These are Pearls of Beauty. No. I love these ones. I'll have a little look. I think Daryl should share those cookies. Okay, so let's have a look here because I'm thinking, no, I don't like that right from the start, so don't even go there, Lorraine. I'm going to put one of those in there and one in there, and then I'm going to pop another 3. So I thought maybe go with these. 1 and 2 and maybe 1. Maybe 1 just up there. Actually, maybe just another 1 there. Okay, so there we have it. That is our card. So when she did it as a Christmas card. And she didn't really put a name on it as such. What's she got? Basically, she's just called it, I don't know, a pair of festive cards is what she's put there. So, yeah, we haven't done it festive because I'm over festive, and this is what we've got. So that's the belly band. We open it up, we've got this, and then we can put our message down in there. And I mean, the card stands, and it stands with, it stands like that. And I don't know if you can, yeah. I mean, it does stand up, and it's got the belly band. So personally, I would like to see something on here as well, okay, to help with that. But helps if you put it the right way, Lorraine. And then you can just pop that belly band back on the top like that. And once that's on, it looks really quite pretty with that on the front. Probably would have done something. I should have done something a bit different there, but that's okay for today. Alrighty, so there is our card for today. Tomorrow, I will come on later. I've got my youngest. You're on to Valentine's Day, Kim. Okay. Alrighty. So tomorrow morning I won't be on at 9:30. I'll make it a different time. I'm not sure quite what yet. I've got my youngest grandson's Christmas, what do you call it, pageant thing on. So I'll be going to that in the morning. I used to do it for his brother, so I have to do it for him as well. And I will catch up with everybody a bit later on. Okay, so thanks very much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the card. Loving these colors, absolutely adore these colors. So I'll see what I can do for tomorrow. Okay, bye for now. Actually, do you know what? I've just realized that we didn't put, sorry, there's me going bye for now. And I've just realized that we didn't put this onto the big card, onto the big circle. So I'll just quickly, I don't want to put it on with, I'll just quickly pop that on. How silly. I was just looking at it. I was just looking at it and thought, I'm missing something. And there we go. There it is. Oops, don't slide around. So now that looks a bit better. Now we've got that on that bigger one. there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks a lot better, a lot fuller. All right. Beautiful. So there's the card. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me go back up to the top. Oh, where's the thing for my, there we go. Awesome. Oh, excuse the hair. My goodness. Yep. I will see you all tomorrow. And thank you very much for joining me. Take care of you and yours. And I'll see you later. Bye.